Vin Diesel's first movie franchise making a return after 11 years is exactly what he needs right now. Recently, it was announced that Vin Diesel's first franchise, The Chronicles of Riddick, will return to screens after 11 years with Riddick, Furia. The timing couldn't be better as the Fast and Furious series is coming to an end. Despite having only 3 movies so far, the Chronicles of Riddick films have been the longest-running franchise of Diesel's career. The sci-fi franchise will serve as a great replacement for the Fast and Furious movies, allowing Diesel to show off his action skills while also expanding on the lore of his iconic anti-hero Richard Riddick. The Chronicles of Riddick began in 2000 with the release of Pitch Black, a sci-fi thriller that follows a group of survivors who crash land on a dangerous planet about to experience a complete solar eclipse. One of the survivors is Richard Riddick, a convict with surgically enhanced eyes that allow him to see in the dark, which makes him a valuable asset to the group of survivors. The subsequent films continue Riddick's story across the galaxy as he gets involved in conflicts between extraterrestrial groups and discovers more about his own people, the Furians. Vin Diesel needs Riddick since Fast and Furious is ending. The Fast and Furious franchise has been the greatest achievement of Diesel's career. In 2001, Diesel made his first appearance as Dominic Toretto in The Fast and the Furious, which launched him into stardom. Since the release of the first movie, the franchise has become an international box office success, expanding into 10 films, a spin-off, an animated series, and more. However, the last few movies have received mixed reviews from critics and lower box office numbers, and sparked rumors of behind-the-scenes drama. It was announced that Fast 11 will be the final chapter of the franchise. This announcement makes the news about Riddick, Furia even more exciting. Diesel needs a replacement for the Fast and Furious saga, and the epic, action-packed Riddick movies could be a worthy replacement. Although the two franchises may seem different on the surface, fans of Fast and Furious can still find a lot to love in the Riddick films. Similarly to Dominic Toretto, the character of Riddick has a criminal past but becomes a lovable anti-hero over the course of the series. The Riddick films also have great action sequences that rival the Fast and Furious franchise. Vin Diesel's failed to start other franchises since he last made Riddick. Since the last Riddick film in 2013, Diesel has been attached to several other franchises. He continued the XXX series with 2017's XXX, Return of Xander Cage, although the film was poorly reviewed and holds a 45% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Diesel also attempted to launch a new franchise with 2020's Bloodshot, based on the popular comic series. However, that film was also a critical flop and currently has a Rotten Tomatoes score of only 31%. Recently, it was announced that Diesel will be starring in a Kojak remake, which marks another attempt at relaunching a successful franchise. Diesel's most successful roles have been in the Fast and Furious franchise and the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where he portrays Groot. Since his first appearance as Groot in the 2014 Guardians of the Galaxy film, Diesel has reprised the role in 6 additional Marvel movies and a television spin-off. However, Groot is a much smaller role compared to Diesel's other notable performances, and with Marvel entering a new phase, he cannot solely rely on the franchise to sustain his career. Riddick represents his best chance at continuing a franchise and building a continuing cinematic universe. What's known about Riddick 4? The upcoming 4th installment in the Riddick series will be titled Riddick, Furia, a reference to Riddick's home planet. The film will follow Riddick as he returns to Furia, a place he believed to have lost, and reunites with his fellow Furians. However, during his visit, Riddick learns that his people are facing a new threat in the form of a monstrous creature. To protect their planet and save their lives, Riddick must team up with the Furians to fight against the dangerous monster. The movie promises to expand on Riddick's backstory, continuing lore set up in 2000's Pitch Black. Furia is still in the pre-production stage, so Diesel is the only cast member to be announced so far. The film is set to begin filming in August across Germany, Spain, and the United Kingdom, making it likely that more updates are going to be released soon. Diesel is attached to multiple upcoming projects right now, including Fast X, Part 2, so it's unclear how quickly production will be able to move. However, given how committed Diesel has been to the Riddick franchise, it can be assumed that the movie is a priority for him.